In this year of pandemics and unemployment on the rise, it can be hard to justify paying $1,400 for a smartphone. Samsung's flagship smartphone, the S20, came out this year with some flagship prices. And even though these smartphones are really great, most people thought they were just too expensive. But Samsung looks to have just given their fans exactly what they want. Hey guys, welcome to Retethered Tech, and last week in tech, Samsung announced the all-new Galaxy S20 FE Fan Edition. And it packs in a bunch of flagship features for a more reasonable price. First of all, the display. This phone has a 6.5-inch 2400 by 1080 Super AMOLED screen with 120 Hz refresh rate. That is great. You're pretty much getting the same display on the $1,000 Galaxy Note 20. It also comes with the Snapdragon 865 Plus processor, which is the flagship processor in other Samsung phones. That means it's capable of 5G. It has a triple camera setup, not on the same level as the other Samsung flagship phones, at least when it comes to megapixels, but that doesn't tell the whole story. This phone might be just as good at taking pictures as those other phones. It does come with Samsung Space Zoom, and you can get up to 30 times Space Zoom. It has a 4500 milliamp hour battery, wireless charging, wireless power share, IP68 water and dust resistance, and it has expandable memory, expandable storage up to 1 terabyte. And by the way, it only costs $700. Good job, Samsung. Once again, this is what should have been released when the S20 was initially released. This should have been released alongside the other S20 models. But the question I have, did Samsung just make their other flagship phones seem even more overpriced? Kind of. For example, the Galaxy S20 FE is really similar to the $1,000 Note 20. Both phones have a plastic back instead of glass. The displays are pretty much exactly the same, except the Note 20 is slightly larger, 0.2 of an inch larger. That's it. The only difference is the Note 20 has better camera sensors out back, and it has an S Pen. That's pretty much it. So, is the Note 20 really worth an extra $300? In fact, the S20 FE has expandable storage and the Note 20 doesn't. Even the regular S20, which also costs $1,000. The only things it has over the FE is a higher resolution screen, and even the screen is smaller than the FE, by the way. It has a better camera, has better camera sensors that are capable of 8K video, and it has glass on the back. That is pretty much it. In fact, the Galaxy FE has things that the regular S20 doesn't have. It has a bigger battery. The Galaxy S20 FE has a 4500 milliamp hour battery compared to the S20, which only has a 4000 milliamp hour battery. I can keep going on and on, but the whole point is the Galaxy S20 FE is a great phone. It packs a lot of great features at a more reasonable price. And the whole point of this video is to show that this is such a great phone for the money that it makes their other phones just not look like a great value. I mean, you're spending more money, and I don't think you're getting much for that extra money you're spending. If I were to recommend a phone right now, and you wanted the most for your money, you wanted the best bang for your buck, I would have to go with the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. It might be the best phone of the year. What do you guys think of the Galaxy S20 FE? Which phone do you think offers more for the money? The best bang for the buck? Let me know with a comment down below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos just like this one on tech news, reviews, and opinions, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our new videos. Thanks for watching.